Hey y'all, I hope you've had a good day today so far. Hey y'all, I hope you've had a good day so far. Nice rainy day here. I was just listening to a channel that was bashing the police. Now, I know there is corruption everywhere. Police are no different than anyone else, in my opinion, because they're just humans. So I think a lot of times they will fall into the bribe or the, whatever, or maybe even they get the big head and get power hungry. I've actually encountered an officer one time. I was pulled up in front of Ingalls over here where I live, and I was just getting a newspaper out front, and he pulls up, and I mean to tell you, he let me have it for just parking for like a few seconds in the no parking zone. I know that's a mild example, but it is an example. Okay, yes, corruption's everywhere, and I think that there are a lot of law enforcement people who don't have the best intentions, but they were really saying that all officers are crooked or whatever you want to say. Well, I don't really believe that. It happens. And I know there's been talk about defunding the police and everything for a while now. And I think that's a big mistake. When I've heard people calling 911 and not getting an answer. When you have an emergency, who do you call? You call the police. And I think that they're trying to put too much on officers. Like now they're wanting them to be counselors and mediators and trying to talk out of a situation. Well, you can't always do that. It's just like in war. I mean, you can't expect our troops to go out there and second guess their decisions, because it can cost them their lives. And our police officers do come up against a lot of bad people, and they have to go in expecting something bad to happen, because sometimes it does. But for us to say that all police officers are corrupt and we don't need the law, oh Lord, I don't want to live in a place like that. Let me tell you, I personally have a gun at home, and for protection. I have a couple of them. That's my right. But if I have a problem, I'm going to call the police. I think most of them do their job and do it with conviction. Not all. You can't label every officer as a corrupt man or woman. You just can't. That's like calling every one of us a criminal. We're not all criminals, and not all police are corrupt. And I think that it's a problem when we try to pit citizens against police officers. Do you know what I'm saying? If we didn't have the law enforcement, crime would be way up, y'all. And violent crime. Crime's already up. Violent crime's already up. And they want to cut the law enforcement, cut back. I see a greater issue with that, because we are going to experience more crime, more violence, all of it. It'll happen. I don't like where the world is right now. I really don't. I don't like the mindset that people have. I've said it before, you've got people breeding racism from all sides. I am talking from all sides, all spectrums. Every nationality, every ethnic group is breeding more racism and more segregation, and it is not good. It is not good. I think that we need more people pulling together to do right, more love in the world, more acceptance, more understanding. And yes, we've got to weed the police officers out. There has got to be a way to do that, because there are a lot of shady ones out there. But there's also a lot of good ones out there. And I don't think, it's just like racism. If you're preaching racism, you're part of the problem. It's going to get worse. The same with the police. If you preach and teach that all law enforcement is bad, and that hatred grows towards them, their job's becoming a lot more difficult. My son was thinking of going into law enforcement, but he said he can't do it now. It's more dangerous for them because people have hate for them. And officers are getting killed too. I don't know if you agree with me. I just needed to rant about that because I just don't think that people should be promoting that all law enforcement is bad, because it's not. Without it, society would fall apart even quicker than it is right now. I want to be able to call the police if I have an issue and be able to get someone on the phone. I saw a interview with this woman that was, I think she was at a laundromat or something, and she came out of her car, she got in her car, someone walked up to her car, pistol whipped her, because she just rolled her window down like, can I help you? And he pistol whipped her and ended up shooting her in the face. And luckily the police got there quickly and apprehended the guy. Well, if we defund our police, how would you like to be that woman, having just been assaulted and not be able to get someone out there? And what if the police didn't get there quick enough and he wasn't apprehended? Well, then you got a whole nother problem. Then you got this guy on the streets. We already know he's violent. And what? He does it to someone else. Do y'all know what I'm saying? You see what I'm trying to say? I hope I'm clear. I feel like I'm not really making a very good point, but anyways, and this is all just based on what I heard on that YouTube channel, and I'm not even sure what it was, to be honest with you. It's not one that I had ever been to before and probably won't go back to, but anyways, just wanted to share my thoughts on that. Wonder what y'all think about it. Have a good day.